I don't know why I did that, other than it was in the script. I don't wear a watch. Yeah, this is all scripted. That was scripted. What? Don't believe me? See? Obviously, I'm not going to clear my throat now, as you've seen that is going to happen next, which changes the outcome. At some point, somebody watching this might think it's funny, me just standing here looking at the camera, but it's assuredly not. What it is lazy, poorly thought out, and deeply unfunny. It's shit, basically. Me pointing all this out doesn't make it funny either. It just means I'm actually aware it's terrible shit, and that makes it worse. I've actually made this joke before in a fashion, but with all the scripted stuff I've written combined with my poor memory, well, I'm bound to repeat myself. And that, dear viewer, is how you can take an old joke, slap an extension on it, and make it new again. I'm the air quotes comedian, and this is... Welcome everybody. I already told you who I am and what this is. Yeah, it isn't done in bits and pieces, no. It's written as one continuous thing, or three things, because there's the two related videos before this one, isn't there, where we dive into the vast ocean of my inner self. Vast in that it stretches from horizon to horizon, but don't dive into it, dear viewer, you'll break your fucking neck. It's only a few millimeters deep. This hand gesture will be making a reappearance later on, so please contain your excitement while you're on the lookout for that. Who is the real me? And can we hope, dear viewer, to get to the bottom of this in about 10 minutes in a comedy video format? Don't be so quick to scoff, because we've already uncovered a rich vein of self-absorption, haven't we? I'd say narcissist, but that's currently a buzzword, and so is verboten. Anarchist, musician, vegan, comedian, male, worker, asocial, all of these are meaningless monikers that make claims that are ultimately no reliable signifier of character. Ah yes, you might think, until I set you straight, which I'm about to do. Not going to set you straight about thinking in general, because that's a good thing so long as your thoughts exactly match my world outlook, but specifically you might think, your character comes through loud and clear in your whatever you call this thing you do. You're all fuck the system. Is that what I am? I sit here, don't I, tearing at systems with my words and encouraging all who will listen to do the same. I've tried to keep the adverts away. I've got nothing to sell to you, and I am an enemy of all states. And yet, I am a part of the system, aren't I, working as I do within the confines of it. A small, insignificant part that wants to murder the whole machine, the littlest wheel on the most ineffectual track, almost as worthless as the person who puts the joy into pot noodles. Almost. My material is hosted on evil Google, an even worse place to view performances than the absolutely fireproof Iroquois Theatre, and somehow, they're still making money off of my creative labour. But the important takeaway is that despite standing against it, I'm still part of the system. That's right, I'm the man. I might as well just get myself a fucking badge, gun, and a long nightstick that isn't compensating for anything. It would be. It's tiny. I joke about that, but a little known fact about me that I just thought up is that I used to work for MI5 in the complex just off of Junction 5 on the M1. Yeah, MI5, that's right. I was just entry level, poring over plans, stockpiling essentials, even engaging with civilians, finding out what they knew and what their motives were, and of course the endless surveilling, listening, mainly for the announcement on the overhead speakers to see if I was needed in soft furnishings because Brian stepped out momentarily. It's very much a people business working for... You know what? I don't think it was the British National Intelligence Agency I was working for now I come to think of it. But even worse is that I didn't really work at defunct furniture store MFI either. It's all lies made up from the crumbliest of particle boards, which just demonstrates you can actually throw me further than you can trust me. I only weigh 80 pounds, I'm not a heavy person, but despite this, I was summarily denied a career in the BBC's light entertainment department. I might have dodged a bullet there, or many multiples of bullets aimed at the BBC's light entertainment department. Have you seen light entertainment from Auntie Beeb? It's shit. Just as an aside, we can pretend that this bit is off the cuff, can't we? Just between you and me, not the rest of the people watching. Fictional people. But before I wrote the bit, I did a check to see what, if anything, other comics had done with the MI5 MFI joke, and to my astonishment and disbelief, I couldn't find a damned thing. If I'm going to plagiarise somebody, I don't want to do it unwittingly. I want to know when I'm shitting all over the idea that you can own intellectual property. Point of contention, Mr. Air Quotes Comedian, and if it will please the court. Do you recall, Mr. Air Quotes Comedian, that you said in your video about plagiarism that you were deathly afraid of being labelled a plagiarist? So were you joking then, or are you joking now? Which is it? I was, and I am, because the joke is dependent on the current situation, and if being the funniest option breaks established law, then so be it. I'm not much for canon anyway, dear viewer, unless it's a priest being fired out of one. Not to belabor the point, but if you've watched any given male comedian over several performances, you might notice that their own penis size is either comically small or large enough to cause biology to balk as it suspends belief, and, of course, it's all dependent on the joke and what size is funniest at the given moment. My penis is of average size, 3 inches, not too big. It's a suitable circumference, and, FYI, that might be a word you might want to avoid saying around a fully clothed penis. They get a bit anxious and don't have the best hearing, probably wearing earbuds under those bloody hoodies. Is that a piercing? And when it comes to shopping for hoodies, there is nowhere better to do so than today's... Could you imagine? More to the point, would you believe it? I hate it when you're watching something and the presenter suddenly and with malice of forethought goes into a segue about a product, or worse, their own book, or the fact that their content is playing on a better platform. I have nothing to promote because you're already here, and, if I'm honest, I don't promote this much. And that's because I'm basically wonderful. And here, dear viewer, we see me prick my puffery while safe in the knowledge I don't take self-deprecation seriously either. Anger, bleakness, happiness, belligerence, purposeful ignorance, stock and trade of my act. But what about the person behind the act? There's just an arsehole back there. I can turn around and show you if you like. I think over the course of this triptych I've provided a great deal of insight into the sea of me. Strip me of my memory and perception, though, and all that is left is all that I truly am, just aware. A faceless awareness in a faceless throng soon to be forgotten to memory. I am nothing. I am no one. I am anonymous. That's all for this episode of the Polemics. Be sure to dislike the video. That's thumbs down, people. Well, I say people, I mean you. And please don't subscribe to this channel. Mess with the metrics. That's the kinds of things I reliably say at the end of every episode.